Welcome to episode number 3 of this Dallas Stars NHL 23 franchise series. And today, I'm obviously playing my Dallas Stars NHL 23 franchise series. It's episode number 3 of this NHL 23 Dallas Stars franchise series. Like I just said 20 seconds ago, and like it says in the title, as you can see on the screen right here, the Dallas Stars are playing the Buffalo Sabres, or are gonna be playing the Buffalo Sabres here in this episode. The Sabres are 26-13-7, and the Stars are 30-15-3. So the Sabres are 26-13-7, and then the Stars are 30-15-3. So we have a total of 63 points through 48 games, which is really good. Well, not really good, but good. And it's good enough to get us first place in the Central Division. And then the Sabres are 26-13-7 through 46 games, and it's got them 59 points through 46 games. And that is good enough for a tie of second place. The Sabres are tied for second place with the Boston Bruins. So yeah, the Sabres and Bruins are both tied for second place in the Atlantic Division, and then the Stars are in first place alone in the Central Division. Jason Robertson's played all 47. No, he's played 47 out of the 48 games for the Stars, so he's only missed one game. He has 24 goals, 29 assists, and 53 points. So he has 53 points through 47 games. He's only been injured for one of those games. Let's look at the schedule before we get into this game. Let's look at the schedule before I get into the game against the Sabres. This game against the Sabres is here on Monday, January 23rd, 2023. In this game, obviously, because obviously in this game it's January 23rd, 2023. In real life, it's May 20th, 2023. So it's what, February, March, April, May. It's like this game is like 4 months. 4 months ago, or 4 months before like right now it's May 20th, and this game is January 23rd, so we're about 4 months behind the real life. We have a 3-game homestand. Play Buffalo, play Carolina, play New Jersey, and then we did a week off. I think that's this week right here is the All-Star break. And then we come back and play Anaheim, Minnesota, and Tampa. So we have a 3-game homestand, really 4 games, because we have play Arizona here on Saturday, January 21st, 2023, and beat them 4-1. So we have a 4-game homestand. 1 game's already played, obviously, but we have 3 games left on this 4-game homestand before the All-Star break. And then after the All-Star break, we have at least a 3-game homestand. It's actually a 4-game homestand after the break. Play Anaheim, Minnesota, Tampa, and then Boston, and then we're on the road. But yeah. The next episode of a series in this game will be the Stars game on the trade deadline, which is Saturday, March 4th, 2023. And that game, like I said, is on the trade deadline against the Colorado Avalanche, the defending champs, in Dallas. Right now, the Avalanche are in second place in the Central Division with 57 points. We have 63 points, so we're 6 points up on Colorado. Obviously, by then, hopefully we have extended our lead a little more to Colorado, but hopefully by the time we play them on the trade deadline, we're still in first place. The Sabres are 7-2-1 in their last 10 games, and then the Stars are 4-5-1 in their last 10 games. So we've gone through a little bit of a slump. So Sabres 7-2-1 in their last 10 games, and then the Stars are 4-5-1 in their last 10 games. I know this is the first video on this channel since. This is the first video on this channel in 6 weeks. I just have been busy. I know it's the first video on this channel in 6 weeks. The reason this is the first video on this channel in 6 weeks is because I've been busy doing other stuff like school, SAT prep, and then I had to write a research paper for school about the Berlin Wall, or I picked to write about or type about the Berlin Wall, and it had to be 10 to 20 double-spaced pages and 5,000 to 10,000 words. It ended up being 15.5 double-spaced pages, so it was 15.5 pages and 5,070 words, and it took a couple weeks to do. So that's part of the reason why I haven't posted in so long, because of that research paper, because of school, SAT prep, and some other stuff. But school ended yesterday on May 19th. Now it's May 20th, as I'm officially on summer break. So I should have some more time to film Damon videos. But even though it's summer, I still have stuff going on. So I will have more time, a little more time to film Damon videos, and I probably will start filming some Damon videos again. But it won't be like last summer. I think I filmed almost every day that I was here. This summer, that's not going to be the case. This summer, well, I'm going to a lot of places. I'm doing a lot of vacations, and I'm going to a lot of vacations. And I went to a good amount of vacations last year. But last year, I tried to post a Damon video like every day during the summer that I wasn't here. That I was here. Like last summer, I tried to post a Damon video every day I was here. And I didn't do every single day. I didn't post a Damon video every single day I was here last summer. But I did, like, I would say I posted a Damon video like 80% of the days I was here last summer. That will not be the case this summer. This summer, for the days I'm here, or for the weeks I'm here, but for this summer when I'm here, I'm probably gonna be only posting like 2 or 3 Damon videos a week. I just have other stuff going on. So when I'm here, when I'm in town this summer, I will probably only be posting, I would say, about 2 to 3, maybe 4 Damon videos a week. That's for this summer, and that's when I'm here. That's for this summer, and that's when I'm here this summer. So yeah, or that's for this summer, and that's when I'm in town this summer. But that aside, I'm happy to be back filming another Damon video, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get into the game right now. Sabres at Stars. So yeah, my last day of school was yesterday, at least yesterday for me. Yeah, home uniforms for us, away uniforms for the Sabres. Looks like we both have an 88 offense, and then we have a better defense and goalie than Buffalo. This team has Rasmus Dahlin, Tage Thompson, I think they should have Alex Tuck too, and some other players. Style Churchill, length 5 minutes, still semi-pro, honest, Turner, adaptive. Let's get into the game right now. So we both have an 88 offense. We have a 90 defense and an 86 goalie, while the Sabres have an 87 defense and an 81 goalie. So we both have the same offense, and then we have a +3 for defense and a +5 for goalie. And our goalie is Jay Dottinger. Let's watch the presentation. James Cebulski. There we go. Sabres at Stars here in Dallas. Hintz to take the opening faceoff, and he wins it. Back to Colin Miller. Robertson got hit off the puck. Hintz follows up and passes it to the slot. Turned over. Robertson got the puck back. But then a shot went right to a Buffalo player. It was a weak shot miss. He was hit as he shot it. What a hit. Picked up by, I don't know what, Hintz, sent it down the ice. No one's there. And that's going to be an ice-in, as Pavelski cannot get down to the dots first, as the Sabres player was first. Ice-in against the Stars. Minute and 41 seconds in. Here we go, up ahead Aston, and now Pavelski, after the face-off win by Hintz. Here's number 16, Pavelski! Save! Rebound! Save by Cormier. That's our goalie number 32, Cormier. I believe I'm pronouncing that right. So our goalie's Oninger, their goalie is Cormier. I've never heard of that goalie, I don't think. Hintz for the face-off. He's still out there, I guess. And we win the face-off. Back to Miller! He shoots! Stopped by Cormier. The blocker side was open, the left side, but I went glove side instead of blocker. Here we go. And we win the draw. Dan Miller, I didn't want to backhand it, but he did. Blocked in front. Robertson. And that could have been a breakaway. Miller's got it. Gets off a guy. Struts the guy off. Slid out the shot off from the slot, but stopped by Cormier. As we're just over 3 minutes into the game here in Dallas. No score. And I think we finally have a second line out there. We do. It's Sadenson in the face-off. We win the draw. Back to Suter. And I don't know what that was. It was tipped, but stopped by Cormier. Buffalo has the puck for the first time in our zone. Save! Andre, rebound! With the dike crash in the net. And Andre made the save. Held in, though. Here's Olofsson. A slapper! Save Ottinger, and Suter's got it. Up ahead to Duryanov, who in this game is still on the Stars. Now Sajin. Oh, I had him if it got through. Duryanov almost got that bad. Here's Dahlin. What a forecheck by Sajin. Sajin! Marchment got robbed by Cormier. Marchment saved Cormier, and he dives out and covers it, but then throws it out. There's 6 minutes into the game. Here's Olofsson. Olofsson got bodied. Up ahead, and that got picked off. Now Skinner lost the puck. Lindell's got it. Suter. Kiviranta will dump it down. Wide of the net. Goalie doesn't come out. Marchment just got clothesline. I don't know what that was. Sent out of the zone. We have to touch up here. Marchment's still offside. He touches up as we're 8 minutes into the game. Good forecheck by Glendenin, the Iron Man, the veteran. What a hit by Fatsa. Now Fatsa got bodied off. Interference, ref. He did that. And sent down the ice. And that's going to be an ice in as we're first to the dots. 11:08 to go in the first. No score. And that might have been Alex Tuck right there, number 89 for Buffalo. He used to be on Vegas, but now he's on Buffalo. Here's Hintz. First line's back out there. And we won another faceoff. I think we won every faceoff. Hawkinbaugh's shot is blocked. Here's Power. And now to Pote. Good forecheck by Robertson. And now Tuck. There is Tuck. Power. Opozo. Watch right in. It's a shot, but easy save by number 29, Jake Ottinger. And now number 21, Jason Robertson dumps it in. Did in there, almost did in there is Pavelski. Here's this guy in front of the penalty boxes, dumps it down as we're 11.5 minutes into the game. Here's Hintz. Number 24, Hintz. Busting right in, slams on the brace, shoots, save, rebound was there, Cormier's got it, Pavelski almost just stole it right in front of Cormier. Now Buffalo, center and pass, intercepted by Hintz, just shreds off a die, he's with 28, that's Taro, and Tanner Taro's robbed by Cormier. Now bodied off at the line was Buffalo, here's Ty Dellandrea. Dellandrea shoots it, but save. Picked up by Power. Peterson goes barreling for a hit. He didn't miss anything. The puck is behind Ottinger. Shots are 10-4 in favor of Dallas with 5:54 to go in the first. No score. Puck is behind the Stars' net as Buffalo dumped it in. In their first is 22. Here's Tanner Taro. 28. Gets around the guy. That was number 40 to his left. He scores! Tanner Taro gets a fortunate bounce. And the Stars strike first here on home ice. As his center and feed, I believe his center and feed went off a Buffalo player. And yes, it did. It went off a number 25. I believe that's Power. Went off a number 25 State, which I believe is Power. Taro's the last one to touch it as his center and feed went off a State and in. Assisted by Will Butcher. Second goal of the year for Taro. Assisted by Will Butcher, like I said. And it's 1-0 Stars. So a goal scored by Taro, assisted by Butcher. And now a shot, blocker save Ottinger. And now Power, right in the slot, Thompson loses the puck. And now Power, and now Fatsa steals the puck. Fatsa on a breakaway, and he's stopped by Cormier. And now Miller keeps it in. That almost went in as it was tipped. Little backhander for the point was tipped, but stopped by Cormier. 2:57 to go in the first. 1-0 Stars. Yeah, Taro's center and feed went off. Power stayed it in. So goal scored by Tanner Taro, assisted by Will Butcher. Faceoffs are 7-0 in favor of Dallas. Make that 8-0. Miller gets to the Kiviranta, blocked. And then Fontaine hit the puck. Here's this guy, tits it out. Haston and Miller, just gonna dump it in here. 2 to go in the first. And a good hit by Kiviranta. Here's Olofsson. Here's Skinner. What a toe drag! And he tries to do a windmill, but that didn't work. And now Marchment tried to dump it, and that didn't work either. 1 minute to go in the first. 1-0 Stars. Hastings just destroyed that die. That die slowed it up. Tivaranta gets it. Up ahead, Saden has some white ice in front of him. Might be a 2-on-1. It is! And a save by Cormier and Marchment. 10 seconds. That could have been a breakaway. One last shot is blocked. 4 seconds. And this guy's got it. And time will run out. End of the first period here in Dallas. 1-0 Stars. Here's the goal right here, I believe. Off the state of that is off the state of power and in. 1-0 Stars after 1 here in Dallas. Shots were 14-5 in that period. Hits were 6-5 in favor of the Stars in the first. Shots were 14-5 in favor of the Stars in the first. Time of attack with about a minute and a half more. Passing, they were much better. Faceoffs 8-0 in favor of Dallas. Neither team had any power plays, penalty minutes, or power play minutes. And then obviously no showing the goals either. Let's get into the second period right away here. 1-0 Stars here in Dallas. Here we go, second period here at American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas. Hence to take the open and draw. 1-0 Stars. Hopefully he can win it. And he can. We're 9-0 on faceoffs. Hastings dumps it in, is on your way in the middle stanza. And now Hintz hits a puck first. And now a backdoor feed. What a save, Cormier! As he robbed Joe Pavelski. Now a backdoor feed. Now by Pavelski as Hintz got robbed. As Pavelski and Hintz in a span of like 30 seconds both got robbed by Cormier. As Hintz and Pavelski both got robbed by Cormier. He's keeping them in the game. Good forecheck. And now Robertson save. Rebound save. As Hintz followed it up. Robertson and Hintz are both stopped. Hintz's shot is stopped and held by Cormier. 17:44 to go. My goodness. Here's Stinner. Good poke check. Good forecheck. Now Robertson stops. Finds Miller on a backhand through a screen, and flashing the leather on that slow backhand was Cormier. Shots in the period, 5-0 in favor of the Stars. We already have 5 shots in 3 minutes. And now Duriana blocked. Here's Stinner. Here's Thompson, a poke. Saden's got it. Durianov's going to dump it in here. Don't want to chase it is Durianov, who just absolutely nails the die. But that's going to be a penalty. That might have been a board. And they're going to call charging on Durianov. So Durianov 2 for charging. And we are on the penalty kill. And we win the draw. First power play for either team. That went out of the zone. And then Stinner brought it back in offside. Offside, I believe, 3 seconds into the power play here. Shots total are 15-9. That's our first face-off we lost. Here's Stinner. Dives to this guy. Lost the puck. Lindell can clear it barely. His power was just outside the zone. Here's Middlestat. Middlestat. Got it to this guy. Good play to break up the pass. That was Suter. And Cormier did it all the way down the ice and just leave it. And the trapezoid. But then Glendening took the puck in the trapezoid. But it was blocked. I'm not sure why the Buffalo player just didn't take it. And now Buffalo back into play by Suter. Power comes in. He shoots. And it's a save Ottinger. And I decided to pass it out. And it's not cleared by Suter. But it is cleared by Lindell. Now Cormier will take it out. And that should have been intercepted. Middlestat receives the pass. Now this guy, point blank, save Ottinger. Had a guy to his left. But he opted for the shot. And he took the shot. Stopped by Ottinger. Is the power play over? No, it's not over. There's still 59 seconds. Oh yeah, 59 seconds to go on the power play. We win the draw. Hockenpah can clear it. Out of the zone at least. 50 seconds to go on the power play. Here's Tage Thompson. Thompson got it over to Tuck. Lost the puck. Pavelski will clear it. And Pavelski trying to get down there, he does, but not quick enough. 40 seconds to go on the power play. 14-10 to go in the period. 1-0 Stars. Good poke at the line and cleared down the ice again. Now Olofsson just got destroyed by Hakanpää, who's, I would say, like 200 pounds. Here's a Pozo. Down low is Tuck. Below the goal line, now Dahlin. Lost the puck out of the zone with 18 seconds to go on the power play. Here's Tuck. Lost the puck. And it's clear out of the zone by Hastings in 10 seconds. One last rush for Buffalo. Here's Thompson. Lost the puck. Backhand. And remember the dice coming out of the box. And that's it for the power play. Cormier's behind the net. And they had, I think they had a couple shots. I think they did. I don't know, though. Here we go, back the other way. And on a center and pass. Shot with me trying to dive block. It's saved by Ottinger. And the Lander has got it. Still 1-0 Stars as we kill off the penalty by Duryanov. And oh my, Duryanov almost put that rebound in. Kicked out of the zone. Duryanov's out there after coming out of the box. He didn't go to the bench yet. The forecheck by Delandre and Duryanov. Duryanov pinned a Pozo. Kicked out of there, but right to Hastings. Down low! What a save, Cormier! And then a backdoor feed intercepted by Dahlin, and that guy who passed it got paid the price. Here's Tuck. As we're halfway through the game, slapper by Tuck. Stopped by Ottinger with the glove. As we're into the second half of the game, 1-0 Stars. Still Duryanov's out there. I don't know how that's possible. What a hit! Save Ottinger. Passes it out to Marchment. And Suter will clear it. Or not clear it, but dump it down. Duryanov, I don't know why he's still out there. And now the Stars are in the midst of a change here. And now there's a miscommunication. They score! And Buffalo's tying the game. Vinny Hudarosa, I think I botched his last name, but Vinny Hudarosa ties the game with 8:02 to go in the first, or with 8:02 to go in the second. Buffalo's tied the game with 8:02 to go in the second. Shot! Save Ottinger. Here's Duryanov, brand new game, and Kiviranta played the price there. And now this guy back the other way. The play by Hakanpää, lost the puck, trying to did it in short side. That didn't work. Turned over by Hakanpää. Saved by Ottinger. Up to Butcher. As Buffalo has some life here after scoring that breakaway goal. Caught the Stars in a change. What a save by... And now, getting it back was Glendening. But yeah, that goal. Buffalo caught Dallas in the middle of a change. That's why he had a breakaway. I thought he could sneak in a change. But... Buffalo took advantage of that. Shot! Save Ottinger. As Buffalo caught Dallas in the middle of a change. Here we are. Glendening couldn't pass it across. Kiviranta follows up though. Oh, I had a point-blank shot. It wasn't put from behind. 4 to go in the second. 1-1. Thanks to that goal by Hudarosa or whatever his name is. Here's Robertson. With Pavelski, the veteran. Up ahead, Pavelski. Stops on a dime, but the shot trying to block her side. The side was open, but it was blocked. And now up ahead, what a hit! And now there's going to be a fight. Dropping the gloves is Jason Robertson. Oh no, they're not dropping the gloves. I think we saw there was a glitch. It's Jason Robertson and that guy. And I'm not trying to pronounce that name. They got 5 minutes for fighting, but they didn't fight. And you might be thinking they shouldn't be, if they didn't fight, why is it 5 minutes for fighting? It's because there's a glitch. There's a glitch where they were gonna fight, but there's a glitch that they were gonna fight, but didn't, but they still got 5 minutes for fighting. 2:41 to go, 1-1. Fight never happened. It was supposed to, but it didn't, although both players still got 5 for fighting. Here's a backdoor feed! What a save by Cormier on Hintz! As Cormier's keep them in the game. Here's Bozak. Here's Power. And come on, boys. Up ahead, Pavelski. Get in there first as Hintz, but he didn't receive the pass. Got it back. Oh, I should have just taken it in. Under 1 to go, or under a minute to go in the second. And Lundell trying to hit the putt. Walked it right in. It's Buffalo, and he scores. Tyler Bozak. Walked right in, snuck it through Ottinger. Tyler Bozak, 4th goal of the year with 28 seconds to go in the second, and Buffalo has the lead. 28.9 to go in the second, 2 unanswered for Buffalo. Here in the final, 8 minutes and change of the second, and we're down by 1. Here's Carroll, the only goal scorer. Good play. Now a backdoor feed. What a save! And now it's popped up in the air. 3 seconds, and Buffalo will go into the third period with the lead. 2-1 Buffalo after 40 here in Dallas. As Buffalo with 2 goals in the last 8 minutes of the second, and they're up by 1 going into the third. 2-1 Buffalo after 40. He didn't miss anything. Like I said, it's end of the second period, 2-1 Buffalo. Shots in the first were 14-5 Dallas. Shots in the second were actually 11-10 Buffalo. So they outshot us by 1 and outscored us. Well, faceoffs were 8-0 in the first, 5-4 Dallas in the second. Goals, 1-0 Stars in the first, 2-0 Buffalo in the second. So they're up 2-1 going into the third here in Dallas. Shots, like I said, 14-5 Dallas in the first, and then 11-10 Buffalo in the second. Cormier has robbed the Stars several times, including that last one in the final seconds on Delandria. The only goal was by Taro, as Taro's center and pass went off the state of Powers and in. That's the only goal for the Stars, which was back in the first. And Buffalo's 0 for 1 on the power play. We haven't had a power play, so yeah, let's get into the third period right away here. 2-1 Buffalo here in Dallas. Here we go. 40 minutes down, 20 to go. 2-1 Sabres. Here we go, 20 to go. Here in Dallas, we're down by 1. And we win the open and draw. Up ahead, Marchment. Over to Hintz! A save! The reason that Marchment's on the first line is because Robertson had that 5 for fighting. That's why, so Marchment must have taken the place of Robertson. We're out shooting them in the game, I believe now 25-16, but we're losing by 1. And we lose the draw. To Pochette! But Pavelski did not. He had a Pochette, but then he was Pochette right away, almost simultaneously. Olsen off the turnover. Good play by Miller. But then Miller turned it over. Dahlin, Pavelski. Interference! Ref! You can't just hit the guy when the puck isn't there. Buffalo's starting to take over here. Here's Pavelski. Buffalo has some momentum here. Having the lead. Pavelski save! Rebound! What a save! Cormier! That net was open, but Marchment's absolutely robbed. Oh my goodness, Cormier's playing out of his mind. He's robbed the Stars time and time again, and it's still 2-1. And now a center and pass, Thompson, point blank to save Ottinger. Now it's turned over. As Buffalo is starting to run all over a save Ottinger, and he throws it to Hintz. As Buffalo is starting to kill us. Get in there first, it's Hastinen! Hastinen scores! Miro Hastinen does it himself! Tie game! As that could change the momentum here in Dallas. 4th goal of the year, 4:53 into the third. As Hastinen got the puck below the goal line, down around the guy, down around the Buffalo player, and scored. Blocker sign on Cormier. As we finally were able to beat Cormier again. 15:07 to go in the third, and we're tied at 2. Assisted by Hintz, and Ottinger actually got an assist because Ottinger passed it to Hintz. Hintz dumped it in, and then Hastinen did it himself. So it's assisted by Hintz. And now what a shot! That almost went in, but so it's assisted by Hintz and Ottinger, and scored by Hastinen. Now Glendening down low, backhander, save Cormier. So the goal was scored by Hastinen, assisted by Hintz and Ottinger. So Ottinger passed it to Hintz. Hintz dumped it in, and then Hastinen did it himself. So Ottinger, our goalie, got the second assist. We win the draw. Suter will shoot it. He scores! Radek Fonsa tips it in, and the Stars are back in front. 19th goal of the year for Radek Fonsa, who's having a career year. I believe 19 goals for Fonsa is a career high. As number 12 tips it in. As number 12 tips in the Ryan Suter shot. 3-2 Stars as we scored 2 goals in like a minute and a half. Assisted by Suter and Glendening. as Fatsa tipped in. And that somehow stayed in the zone. I know a shot save Ottinger, and I will not pass it out. But yeah, as Fatsa tipped in the Suter shot. So the goal scored by Fatsa, and then the assist go to Suter and Glendening. But yeah, Fatsa tipped in the Suter shot. We win the draw into the corner. Here's Marchment, not a stick lifted, touch, save, rebound was behind Andre and was rolling towards the goal line, but Andre covered it before it could get across the goal line, and then he passes it out. Sagan dumps it in. 11:50 to go. 2 goals in like 90 seconds for the Stars have flipped the script. We were down 2-1, and now we're up 3-2. Here's Tuck with speed, and now a centering pass. That guy got flattened, and Marchment got around the hip check. And now Marchment had Gurney on him, but what a play by Opposo. Might have saved the goal. 10 to go in the third. And now what a hit. Gurionov, at this point, at least get the puck down in the zone. Under 10 to go. Dumped in by Marchment. Marchment ended up getting the puck himself. Kicked out to Gurionov. Gurionov right to the slot. Saved by Cormier. And now Suter with a center and pass into the melee of bodies. That didn't work. 8:30 to go. We're up by 1. Fans on their feet here in Dallas. Here's Power. Hastinen, who had the game tying goal. Comes in again. Finds Pavelski. I didn't want to backhand it. And eventually it's stopped by Cormier with 7:27 to go. As we host the Hurricanes, host the Devils, and then we host the Ducks. Wins, Andres 24 out of our 30. So that means Andres 24 and then Wedgwood has 6. Here we go. Here's a shot blocked. Andre Lindenberg, his 25th win of the year, and it's not even the All-Star break. Here we go. Good poke. Hastinen, Robertson. And tried to dump it down, but was put jacked from behind. And now a shot blocked. And I didn't mean to do that. That's going to be an icing unless we can get there first. Robertson nullifies the icing. Good hustle by Robertson. And he's going to shoot it, save Cormier, and he's got it with 5:21 to go. But good play by Robertson to get to the circles first to nullify the icing. And we lose a face-off. 5 to go. We're now up by 1 here. Fatsa, who has 19 goals, which I believe is a career high for him. And that was knocked out of midair by Buffalo, picked up by Kivaranta, but offside. 4:36 to go, 3-2 Stars. And it's dumped in by Miller, knocked out of midair again by Buffalo at the blue line. That should have been a penalty right there, but thankfully it wasn't. 4 to go here. The only penalty was the charging penalty on Gurionov back in the second. And then there was a 2 5-minute majors for fighting. And then there was a 2 5-minute majors for fighting. Here we go, 3 minutes to go here. Finally pulling their goalie if they can in the next minute or so. And what a hit. Good play by Timaranta. 2 to go. They're probably pulling Cormier in the next 30 seconds or less, you would think. Here's Opposo. Good poke. And now this guy got nailed. That guy got nailed, but following up was Miller. Fatsa trying to kill some time here. Glendening got put it from behind. 1 minute to go, and Cormier is finally going. And he hasn't gone yet. What a play by Buffalo, but saved by Ottinger. And now Fatsa will get to the red line and dump it in. And he might be able to get there first. He does. Fatsa saved Cormier, and he has to hold it with 41.5 to go. Surprisingly, they didn't pull him when they had the puck in the offensive zone 30 seconds earlier. Had a good chance. Here we go. And we lose the faceoff. And they're going to pull Cormier right now, even though the puck is still in the Buffalo zone. Cormier beeline for the bench. Extra attackers on for the Sabres. Dumped in by Suter. Empty net for Buffalo. Extra attacker on the ice. 20 seconds. Here we go. And now good poke by Lindell. Chewing time in the corner. Robertson comes in and gets the puck, clears it. 10 seconds. Retreating is Buffalo. The final seconds. Darlene, one last chance. Opozo passes it back. And it's in the neutral zone. And Buffalo runs out of time. Stars win 3-2. As Buffalo at the end passed the puck out of the zone for some reason. And then Buffalo came back in, but they ran out of time. Stars win 3-2. Here's a salute right now as the Stars fans, or as the Stars players, salute their fans here at American Airlines Center with Victory Green, their mascot, in the middle right there. As the Stars flipped the script in the third by scoring 2 goals in like 90 seconds. Hastings tied it, and then Fatsa tipped in Miro Hastings tied it, and then Radek Fatsa tipped in a Ryan Suter shot for the game-winning goal, or for the go-ahead goal at the time, but that goal ended up being the game-winning goal. At the time it was a go-ahead goal, but at the end of the game it ended up being, or at the time it was a go-ahead goal, but at the end of the game it ended up being the game-winning goal. Tanner Taro with the first goal for Dallas is the third star of tonight's game. Second star is Miro Hastings, 1 goal, no assist, 1 hit. He had the game tying goal, and then I'm guessing the first star is going to be Fatsa, you would think. And the first star is Radek Fatsa, 1 goal, no assist, 1 hit. So Fatsa's the first star, Hastings the second star, and Taro's the third star. So the 3 goal scorers are the 3 stars for the 3 stars for the Stars. As our first goal scorer was the third star, our second goal scorer was the second star, and our third goal scorer was our first star, which obviously the Radek Fatsa tipped in the Ryan Suter shot, which at the time was the go-ahead goal, but it ended up being the game-winning goal, as we scored 2 goals in 90 seconds, give or take, in the third period, and we flipped the script, so we went from being down 2-1 to being up 3-2, and then neither team scored after those 2 goals for Dallas. And the Stars hang on to beat the Stars hang on to beat the Sabres 3-2 here on home ice. Time attack, we had about 2.5 minutes more. Faceoffs 19-8 in favor of Dallas. Power plays, we had none. Buffalo went 0 for 1. Penalty minutes 7-5 in favor of Dallas. Obviously the 2 5-minute midgets for fighting, although the fight never happened. There's sometimes a glitch where the fight's gonna happen, but it ended up being skipped. But both players stood at 5 for fighting, so both players got 5 for fighting and 5 for fighting, and then Gurianov in the second had that 2-minute minor for elbowing, and then obviously Buffalo had 2 minutes of power play time. We had none, and then neither team scored a shorthanded goal. We outshot Buffalo 33-21 and outscored them 3-2. So we outshot Buffalo by 12, and we outscored them by 1. That's all that matters. All that matters is we scored more goals than our opponent. I'll do the closing in the next clip. So like I said, I'm going to be doing the closing in this clip as Tyler. The 2 goal scorers for Buffalo is the second goal scorer was Tyler Bozak. The first goal scorer was Vinny Hiarosa. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. Maybe he scored the first goal. Well, Tyler Bozak scored the second goal. Bozak only played 2 minutes and 13 seconds, but scored. And then I know the Stars now. Our goal scorers were what? Tanner Taro, Miro Hastings, and Radek Fatsa. So yeah, it was Taro, Hastings, and Fatsa in that order. And then Suter had an assist. Obviously his shot was tipped in by Fatsa. Fatsa had tipped in that Suter shot. Hintz got an assist. Hastings got a goal. Glendening got an assist. Butcher got an assist. Then after that, Marchment was a -1. Miller +2. Jacob Peterson only played 2 minutes. Had 0 points and a 0 for +/-. Lindell, same thing. Tipperanta +2, but no points. Pavelski, no points and a -1. Delandry only played 8 minutes and 14 seconds, 0 for +/- and a 0 for points. Robertson said that fight, had no points, 0 for +/-. Had 3 shots though. Sadin, same thing. Gurianov, obviously same thing, had 1 shot and that 1 penalty. Honchapon -1, and that's it. So, and if you go to goalies, Ottinger did a point, so he had 19 saves on 21 shots, played all 60 minutes, which he played all 60 minutes, 19 saves on 21 shots, a .905 save percentage, 2 goals against, which equals a 2 goals against average, and then had no penalty minutes, no empty net goals, but did have an assist. He assisted on the Miro Haston and Dame Tyan goal because he passed it to Hintz. Hintz dumped it down below Cormier's net, and then Haston came out of the corner, got around a Buffalo player, and shot it, and scored short side on Cormier. And Ottinger got the second assist on the Haston and goal. So Ottinger did an assist. He got the second assist on Miro Haston's Dame Tyan goal in the third, and then obviously a minute and a half later, Fossa tipped in the Suter shot for at the time the go-ahead goal, but that goal ended up at the time was the go-ahead goal, but it ended up being the Dame winning goal as Fossa tipped in the Suter shot. Yeah, Ottinger .905 save percentage and a 2 goals against average as he made 19 saves on 21 shots, and then Cormier made 30 saves on 33 shots. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, next episode of the series will be the Stars game on the trade deadline against the Colorado Avalanche, which are the defending champs in Dallas. So the next episode of the series in this game will be the Stars game, or the next episode of a series the next episode of a series in this game will be the Stars game, the Dallas Stars game against the Colorado Avalanche in Dallas on the trade deadline. So the next episode of a series in this game will be the Dallas Stars game on the trade deadline. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's my first video in like a month and a half, but better late than never. But like I said, unlike last summer where I would say I posted a video every single day, about 80% of the time I was here, over last summer. But this year it will be different. This year when I'm here, I'm only going to be posting, I would say 2 or 3 times a week for the days or the weeks that I'm in town this summer. So instead of almost every day posting a video when I'm in town during the summer, that's what I did last summer, and that's what I've been doing for a couple of years now. But this summer, I'm only going to be posting 2 or 3 videos a week for the weeks or for the days I'm in town during the summer. Although that's the case, it's still going to be a super summer, and I'm still going to, even though that's the case, this summer is still going to be a super summer, like it always is, and I'm still going to be posting on this channel. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Until next time, we're closing the board. If you like this episode, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, and grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm gonna see you in episode number 4 of this Dallas Stars NHL 23 franchise series. See you in episode number 4. And eat on a bacon and go Stars.